Hi again, I am Niharika, and you know what? We have a very interesting topic to talk about today. It is about your mind and brain. Good question. Are they not both same? No, not really. So, brain and mind. Brain is something that is given to you when you're born, and mind is something that you create yourself by living in this world. So the brain has normal function. It controls your nervous system. It is connecting with your spinal cord and everything. A voluntary action or a non-voluntary action, they all are the functions of your nervous system. Now, what is mind? Mind and ego are the same things. How? What is ego? Ego is something that you're sticking to, and if it goes away, it shakes your world. It gives you pain, or it gives you a feeling that you cannot even imagine. It is something like that. So ego is I. Anything in this world connected to I is your ego. For example, I am the vice president of so and so country. I am somebody who's like Anna. Your name, your fame, your laurels, anything that is connected to I. I am a mother of 2 kids. I am a father of 2 kids. I live in India. I live in USA. Something that is connected to your identity in this physical world that gives you your own identity is your mind. So for example, if somebody loses the house or somebody loses the job, the identity is shaken, right? What happens? I lost the job. So that is something that goes away from you, and something that goes away from you is in your mind, and that is what shakes you. So you are shaken or in pain because you lost something in this physical material world. That is your ego. If we have a fight with somebody, what comes in between? Your ego comes in between. I am this, so why should I step down? Why should I say sorry? Everything is coming from your mind. So mind is an instrument. If it is used correctly, it can give you a world what you cannot even imagine. But if it is not used correctly, it can let you down in pain, and you can sulk in anything and everything that you have ever imagined. So anything and everything that you imagine in this world is coming from your mind. It is getting into your body, and that is leading you to do an action. So ego and mind are the same thing. Mind is what we create. Day one, you're born on this earth, you're natural. All the people around you, they start to give you an identity. You are given a name, you are given your parents, you are given a house, or anything that is given to you. It is coming to you, and that is creating your mind. Anything that you eat, it is creating your mind. So for example, if I say somebody that you cannot do this well, but that person takes that inside and he really thinks, I cannot do this well. What happens? That thing that I've told the person is getting stuck to their mind, and they're not able to come out of that fear. So all your fears are also coming from your mind. Now let's talk about how to actually dissolve this mind. What happens when you dissolve this mind that you created by your own self? What happens when? What happens then? So when your mind dissolves, your ego dissolves, you start to detach from this physical world, and you try to come back to your own true self, which is your soul. and that soul is the natural self which is connected to your spirit world from where you are born. So I have already told you that you are a spiritual being in a human form. You're not a human form or a being that is in the spiritual world. So your spirit is your true self. All the knowledge that you have, that you come in this world with. So for example, nobody teaches you how to love. Check. Has somebody taught you to love? No. You know it yourself. Nobody teaches you how to get angry. Do you have to learn how to get angry? No. That's your characteristics that's coming from inside the mind that is already at your own birth. So from this point, I should tell you what are different types of mind. You have a conscious mind, you have an unconscious mind, and you have a subconscious mind. Let's start about subconscious mind. Subconscious means something that you have inside but you're not aware, or it gets aware when you are in the problem. You start to get directions. So everything that is already existing within you, it is coming from your subconscious mind. So for example, I don't know what should I speak today. From where is it coming? It is coming from my subconscious mind, because it is the data that I have collected unknowingly from all over the world, and it is coming to me from birth to birth. So that subconscious mind is directing me to learn how to speak, or to get angry, or to dance, or to sing. That is from where your talents are coming from. Now the subconscious mind is the data that you get recorded from birth to birth. So for example, if a child is getting angry, we don't teach the child to get angry. The child is getting angry because he has carried that anger from his past birth, and that is being carried forward in this birth because the child has to work on that anger. So that is your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is like an owl. When there is a problem, that subconscious mind directs you to find a solution to a certain problem. Next, conscious mind. What is a conscious mind? It's a part of your mind, but it's very, very aware of what you should do and what you should not. So for example, I go near fire. Instantly my mind would tell me, you don't have to touch the fire, or you don't have to go very, very close, just because you will get burned and it's not good for you. So that is from what is coming from my conscious mind. Like I am very, very aware. My awareness is so open that I know what is wrong for me, what is right for me, and I do, and I choose that choice, what conscious mind is telling me. Third, unconscious mind. This is very interesting because this is related to all your five senses. Whatever you eat, whatever you drink, whatever you touch, whatever you see, and wherever you are around, and whatever you are reading. This mind collects data from everywhere, and it processes and it dumps that into your mind. And what happens? You perceive the information in such a way that it can help you or it cannot. So for example, I go for a walk. I see a number of people doing multiple kinds of activity. I might judge them or I might not judge them. But the matter of fact is, whatever I'll see that in the way, I'll take that unknowingly and I'll come back. And my mind might show me like visuals or process those things in such a way, like whenever I'm in pain or I'm sitting idle, I would go back to that recap and I would say like, okay, I was walking this day, did I see this person somehow? Maybe I have not seen that person, or maybe I have, but it will give me things that I am not aware of. Now, this is what your mind is of. It is made up of 3 parts and it's separate from a brain. You are given a brain naturally, and I would say you create your own mind. So, one very strong point that I want to bring here today is whatever you collect or whatever you do every day, it is making your mind. So be very, very, very conscious of what you are seeing. And if, for example, the light is gone in your apartment or the place you are in, and your mind starts to perceive that horror scene, you would be in the fear. So be very, very conscious of what you are even seeing on your social media. Your mind processes everything in a very different way. If you see very positive things, when you go in pain or when you are sad, those positive things will come out and it will help you to kick out that pain and become stronger. So you can start to check from your playlist. The music that you hear, check on the playlist. If you have songs of violence, if you have too rock of music, it will vibrate your brain in such a way like you would be very high in energy, but at the same time it might not give you peace. So check on your playlist, and your mind works according to you. You can make your own mind work according to you. So if I say I am the master of my mind, it will be the soul who would be in the power, it would not be the mind. So soul is something which is always right, and soul is something which is connected to your heart. And to be very honest, the matter of the fact is, the first organ that you're given to when you're growing as a baby is heart. It's not brain, it's not mind, it's the heart. So heart has a very important role to play. It beats and it's also connected to your soul. So soul is a very powerful entity that you are already. You don't have to become soul. You have a soul inside. The soul is taking multiple births, and you're coming back to earth for a certain purpose. And your mind is connected to your soul and your body. So when you dissolve your mind, you automatically dissolve your ego. Once you dissolve your mind, your soul takes over, and that soul is connected to the universe, or you might say it is connected to God. Everything you start to do then is your life purpose, or that is why you are on earth. So once you dissolve your mind or start to take over your mind, you become a very powerful being from that day, and you can do anything and everything that you want. Even your dreams, they are already coming true, but then you understand why you have dreams. So when your mind starts to dissolve, you start to heal, and on a very high level, to understand or to give you something to trigger to like learn about yourself. I would say when the mind is gone, you become true to yourself, and your truest form is the one that will take you to know, to understand who you are, why you are here. You will activate yourself in the zone of understanding. If two people are fighting and you are in the zone where you are trying to stop that fight, your soul will give you that power. You will try to understand why I am fighting, or why this type of actions are there with me, why I'm getting angry. So if you want to find your answer to the questions like why I am angry, or why I am sad, or why this person did this to me, or why I am the way I am, or what is my true self, start to take control over your mind. Start to calm the mind. The best thing in today's world that you can do is learn to calm your mind. That's the only thing you should know, because other things you can tackle very easily. It's all related to your mind. So for today, I think it's a very heavy wisdom. So I'll take off, and I hope everybody of you would know what is the difference between my mind and the brain, and why there is a mind and why there is a brain. And if you want to know more about it, and if you don't get this concept right away, right here, it's all okay. You might take some time to process because this knowledge is new to you. And if something is new to you, you take some time to process. So don't beat yourself up that I am not understanding what I am speaking. It's okay. I also took time to see what was happening in my life, and what was mind, what was brain, and why was I here, or why I am here. So everybody will take the time which is based upon their own experiences and their own wisdom, or I would say the level of consciousness and state of awareness. So you will get there, and just stay very, very calm in every situation, because everything has to pass. But if you won't learn what you have to learn from that experience, it will happen to you again. And it will keep on happening to you again and again until you learn what you're supposed, or what you're meant to learn from that situation. So if anything happens to you, don't let anything overpower your mind, because as I said, what you have to learn to calm down your mind. Do meditation, sit with yourself, or just be in silent zone. That silence will give you lots and lots of gifts that you haven't explored till now. So I would just say, just be yourself, be truly who you are, and explore yourself. Don't explore the other person, explore yourself. That will give you gifts, and that will help you to understand your life purpose, your true self, and it will make you more powerful every day, more honest with you every day. So I love you all. Stay blessed, stay healthy wherever you are in the world. I know you'll watch me one day. So stay peaceful, and please learn to calm down your mind. Bye.